What's going on, guys? Gamer's getting here today, and I actually just recorded this video, but it didn't fully record it. So we are going to go through it a little bit quicker than I went through it last time. Last week we were 9 through 16 and finished with 85 points. Very rough week. But this week we already are 0 for 1 going in. I said I took Pittsburgh going into this. Pittsburgh did not win, but we're just going to go straight down the line this week. Make this a quicker video. I have 15 confidence points. The Bears are going to beat the Texans. The Bears should beat the Texans. Should be an easier matchup. All the confidence in the world that happens. We have the Raiders and the Titans. I got 7 confidence points that Tennessee has a bounce back week. Derrick Henry's got to get going. The Raiders, I think they're a solid team, but I think you got to have a moment where Derrick Henry's just like, you know what, I'm him. Kansas City versus Indianapolis. After last week, I have zero faith in the Indianapolis Colts. They got blown out at a game that they should have easily won. Jaguars are not the team that I think you should be getting blown out by. And if you're getting blown out by the Jaguars, I got 16 confidence points that the Chiefs are going to do the same thing to you. Buffalo versus Miami, I think this is going to be a really good showdown early on. It's going to be a shootout. I only got 4 confidence points on it, but Buffalo, I think, is going to be the Super Bowl favorites at this point in the season, but that could easily turn into a shootout. I got Buffalo winning, though. Minnesota versus Detroit. Both of these teams, I think, could put up a very competitive game. I only have 2 confidence points on them this week, but I do have Minnesota pulling through. Baltimore versus New England. New England struggled this season so far. Mac Jones, very similar. Baltimore choked last week, but they did have a better offensive performance. I got 5 confidence points on Baltimore. We have Cincinnati versus the Jets. If there is a bounce-back game for Cincinnati after how poor they've started their season, it's the Jets. You should beat the Jets. I don't care what the Jets did last week. You need to beat the Jets if you are the Bengals. The Eagles, they got Washington. That's going to be a decent showdown. I think it's going to be a really good game. I got 3 points that Washington wins that one. New Orleans, the Saints going up against Carolina. Carolina has not been impressive to me this season, but New Orleans has. They've got Mike Thomas going. They've got Alvin Kamara, who might or might not be playing this week, but I think the Saints know what they're doing. I got 6 confidence points on them. The Chargers and Jacksonville, I have 0. I don't respect Jacksonville's win from last week. I really don't. I buy 0 stake into it. I still think they're in a very similar place to where they already were, where they shall be competing for one of the first picks in the draft. I am taking the Chargers for 14. Seattle versus Atlanta. I got Seattle. Battle of teams that are going to be competing for that draft pick early on. Seattle already has a win this season. I think they could do it again. I got 9 on them. Tampa Bay versus Green Bay. I got 12 on Tom Brady. He has to have a he's still back, he's still here moment, and that should be this week. San Francisco at Denver. San Francisco should dominate. Jimmy G's starting. He's starting, and I expect him to be able to handle Denver pretty easily. The Giants versus Dallas. You gotta give me Dallas. They gotta handle business on Monday Night Football. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week.